Hi Gemini, this is going to be your July forecast, taking a look at how this most recent full moon in Capricorn affected you guys moving into July. It is good for Sun, Rising Moon, and Venus of Gemini. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with all of you. If it doesn't resonate, check any other placement in your natal chart. You can find some messages that you need there instead or in addition to this message. If you want to book a private reading with me, Gemini, the link to my website is down in the description below this video. And if you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I'm sorry that my readings have been hit or miss, Gemini. The last couple months have been kind of crazy for me, but I am on point for you guys today, and I promise that I will be back in a regular schedule with you guys very soon, starting in July as well. Right now it's Soma Chandra Gemini. Let us begin. So July looks like an interesting month for you. And it looks like this most recent full moon in Capricorn that happened last week really got you into a fighting spirit. I think that you're entering into a time of spiritual growth. I think that you're shifting your mindset. And I think that you guys are about to do something that feels like a risk. But you have seen the light, and it's time to release something that no longer serves you and push through some fear and anxiety into a new portal, because there's a new gateway that's opened and one has closed. It's very evident here through the oracle and the tarot. Your whole reading, all the cards talk to each other so well. So your overall energy and your animal totems moving into July are rabbit and the cosmic egg. I also have mouse here in reverse as well. So what I'm seeing here with the cosmic egg, Gemini, is that you have completed a cycle with this cosmic egg and you are ready to move into a new portal and into a new cycle. But you're feeling a little nervous because both rabbit and mouse are prey animals, and they are the hamburgers of the animal kingdom as well. On land they are. There are many of them, but these little guys are looking out for themselves. Right now, you guys might be feeling like you're sweating the details, and you might be fearful that someone's going to hurt you or take advantage of you. The advice when rabbit comes in reverse is don't give other people any ideas in regards to ways that they can hurt you or take advantage of you. Keep your fears to yourself and work through your fears with people that you trust. But don't give any predators any ideas, and be on alert. But be careful not to sweat the details, because mouse came in reverse, and I do see that the overall energy of the tarot is the Nine of Swords. You are anxious about something. Don't over scrutinize the details, and make sure you get help where you need it. You are having a completion, but I think you're afraid to complete something. And I think it's because you know you're going to have to do it alone, and it's going to kind of blow something apart. Some of you might be moving, some of you might be making a major shift in a relationship, or you're suddenly having a shift in your mindset. And it does create a sense of graduation and an ascension and a completion for you with Cosmic Egg, but it's also making you a little nervous, probably about the people around you. I also notice one more down is the horse in reverse, feeling like you can't do it. This is something, whatever you're trying to complete, is something that you have started and stopped many times. And it's time to work hard and see it through to fruition and push through the anxiety. Get the support where you need it. Okay, get support where you guys need it. Definitely, that's important. I'm gonna put these back. This horse is wanting to talk. Yeah, don't stop this time. Move through to completion. Also, some of you may have an earth sign or a Capricorn around you that is having a hard time working. That person might need to work. You might need to work a little bit harder too. So out of the life coaching oracle deck, the first card out for you was 67, spiritual growth moving into July. You're currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. So whatever lesson you're learning, as difficult as it might be, it is required for your spiritual evolution. This is causing you to do a lot of self-reflection, because I have 56 next, mirror. Everything that is happening in your external life is a reflection of your inner world. So as you do self-examination, keep in mind that what's happening in your environment is a reflection of what's happening inside of you. And what's happening inside of you, you're going to project onto your outer world. So keep that in mind. It's a time of self-reflection. It's a time of spiritual growth. You must have unwavering faith at this time too, Gemini. Number 48, you're being asked to have faith in the unseen. I don't think the unseen is going to stop you because you see yourself as the Knight of Swords. You're going to go for it. You know it's a risk too, and you might even be nervous, but just have faith that you're going in the right direction. I also notice at the bottom of the deck, generosity, giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed right now. I think that you're being asked to be generous from your heart and not necessarily your wallet. Be careful with time, money, and resources. You're being asked to give from your heart with no strings attached, and don't let anybody pull that on you. And I mention money because in your environment, I have pentacles that look like either you or someone around you might be strained financially in some way. So be generous in ways that it is appropriate at this time, Gemini. That's very important. What's happening for you astrologically? In July, the first card that came out of the Fundamentals Astrology deck is Neptune. A psychic gateway has opened. Quiet your mind and connect to your guides. Honor what you hear. So there's a door closing with the cosmic egg. For me, that's kind of like the world. And now you're moving into a new gateway. A psychic gateway is opened. So this might be a chance to really use your spiritual gifts. You guys are so great at communicating. It's time for you to communicate with your guides and with the heavenly and upper realms as well. Honor what you're hearing. Listen to your intuition. You are at a conjunction with Neptune that wants you to dream big and honor what dreams you have for yourself that you can turn into a reality. Neptune asks you to remember that not all that glitters is gold. Glamour is an illusion. Neptune does not want to take you away from reality. It wants you to honor what you're hearing at this time because there is a conjunction. When astrology opens a door for you, walk through it with confidence. Listen to what you're hearing. Walk through the next door with confidence. And you're going to be asked to speak, something to talk about. Mercury. Use your verbal skills to heal old wounds. Your power now lies within your words, so choose them wisely. I almost laughed when I saw this. I was like, you're giving Gemini this this advice? Nobody's better at communication than Gemini. You guys are unparalleled in this way, and you're meant at this time, this month, moving into July, to do what you do best. You guys communicate and travel through life very fast, very efficiently. Now is a time to use verbal skills to heal old wounds in particular, and it will be within your words. So you will have to have positive self-talk towards yourself and other people. Choose your words wisely. You are being called to use your voice because it came out in the Soul Truth. And I also have Leo at the bottom of the deck. Express yourself. Magical creative energy is all around you. Lap up the praise and attention. You deserve it. Some of you are going to be getting some attention and some positive reinforcement and feedback. It'll be a very creative, magical time. You might start to see something you might be getting more praise and attention at the end of July as Leo season approaches. So if you use your words now to heal your old wounds and you open new doors with confidence and you listen to your intuition, by the end of the month, you're going to feel this magical creative energy. Know that you deserve it. You deserve it, Gemini. You will deserve it. You really will. So to support you in your journey, they want you to do some things to help keep you on the right track. Black kyanite. Set strong boundaries. You might have struggled with boundaries in the past, or someone else has. Moving into July, knowing where you end and another person begins and vice versa will be important. Remember that no is a complete sentence, and so is yes. Say yes to what you want to say yes to and what you can say yes to. Say no to what does not serve you. It's not bad or wrong to put yourself first from time to time. So set strong boundaries. Don't let anybody take advantage of you in July because you do look worn down and you're about to take a risk and you're about to blow things apart. So boundaries are a thing. Rainbow obsidian. Heal your heart. So here's a second message about healing, using your verbal skills as well. I believe that there are some important conversations you're going to be having in July with some people, Gemini, even if it's just with yourself, that will help you with healing. You are meant to be working through a healing process. Something is hurting and you will need to focus on the heart chakra. That's the chakra in your body that needs work, apparently, is healing your heart. It is time to transform, Scorpio energy, and I have the Tower here and Death. So July is the transformation station for you, for sure. It is time to transform and steal your and steal your heart. Well, you'll steal your own heart if you heal your heart. And one of the ways to do that is setting strong boundaries. Also, Iolite, shift your money mindset. And I do have pentacles in the environment. So you need to think about money a little differently than you have been up until this point. July is a time to focus on your mindset about money. Do you have a lacking mindset? And if so, why? How can you change that? How can you make better decisions financially? Apparently, it will come down to your mindset, okay? It'll come down to the way you think about it. How do you think about finances? How do you think about money? The questions that the universe wants you to ask yourself to help propel you towards the best life you can have right now and the journey of your own soul from the Soul Truth deck. What else could this mean? Where am I called to use my voice right now? So we've had a third deck describe and ask you to use your voice. Let's start with that. You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with your world. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be a catalyst for healing others. I told you. There's some important conversations that you need to have in July with maybe yourself or one other person. It might help heal them, and it will heal you as well. Healing conversations, healing your heart through your voice. You have a story that's meant to be told. Someone might need to hear that story. And it might be a truth that you haven't spoken up until now. What else could this mean? I like this card. It's a deep card. There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and our limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Could it mean something else? So there's something that you need to look at differently. The action taken should be to say to yourself, is there something that your soul is calling you to learn in this moment? Or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in another person's shoes and see it from their perspective if you have to. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? I think that there's some patterns that need to be broken. You're being called to learn and shift a pattern. It could be with money, it could be with some other things, but these are the questions. What else could this mean? Question the truth, question your reality. And is it coming from beliefs that limit you or facts? And what can you do about those? Definitely the communication. Definitely the communication in July. So at the center of everything, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and the catalyst is the Devil. Some of you have a Capricorn in your life. This could be a young person. Maybe you have Capricorn in your chart. What I see here for you is that you are looking back over your shoulder at something that you may have been chained and bound to. Either that or you have a young Capricorn and that relationship needs to be addressed. Maybe it's one of your kids. Maybe it's a part of your chart. I see that there's something that you might be a little obsessed with, or perhaps you're chained and bound to. This may be a monkey on your back. The Devil can represent addiction, restriction, desire. Something that you want very much. It could be something positive, but you seem a little stuck. Productivity and working smart as opposed to hard is called for at this time, Gemini. Sometimes the Knight of Pentacles likes to show people who he is through action. You were also called to use your voice quite a bit. I think that you guys will be challenged to step outside of your comfort zone. But I think that you're going to look back over your shoulder one more time, knowing that you have to make a change, knowing, as Neptune said, that a psychic portal will be opened. And you're thinking a lot about this. This is hitting you in a deep soul level because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major arcana. You guys are going through a lot right now. What's driving you is Death and the Hermit, Scorpio and Virgo here. There is an ending taking place and a transformation. You don't want to be afraid of what grows in the place of what dies. Some of you have been on a solo spirit walk and doing a lot of self-reflection about a death or an ending of some kind in your life. And I think that you're trying to move forward, but in order to do so, you need to move slowly, you think that you do, and methodically put one foot in front of the other. But there's might be something that you need to let go of as well. You're doing a lot of self-reflection. You want this to transform. It's been slow going. But very recently, recent past and deep within, the Hangman and the Sun, you saw something differently. You had a lot of clarity. The Sun is the most positive card in the deck, but it doesn't always feel positive. And I think that it's whatever you've seen differently, Gemini, it's been difficult for you. Because I have the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But you do have to stand up for yourself. Whoa, with the Seven of Swords, it looks like you've realized someone might have cheated you. Or perhaps you yourself have to act upon your own behalf and be the lone wolf and get out of a situation that you're not comfortable with. Or you're stressed out that you're realizing that someone's done that to you. But you see them. You're like, I can see you. I can see you. I can see myself doing this. I see how it hurts me. I see the anxiety. But you have to surrender. The Hangman comes when we are in a situation that we have put ourselves in, that we're not very comfortable with, but all you can do is hang there. And suddenly you have a moment of clarity. This is happening deep within on a subconscious level, or it happened very recently. This could have been another person in your life that you caught in some way, and you saw them in the cold, hard light of day. And now you're able to address something that maybe doesn't serve you because of this clarity. Your advice and what you're thinking about at the highest level is the Magician and the Tower. Whoa, what the hell are you about to do? What are you being called to do? Your advice from your own soul right now moving into July, Gemini, is have a plan, be resourceful, leave no stone unturned. What's your goal and how are you going to get there? You and you alone are the single catalyst for change in your life. And you are going to have to make a major shift. You want to make a major change here. You know that you have to hit the eject button. You may have to blow something apart. But this is a divinely orchestrated tower that you have control over. So what they're saying is, be in control of the explosions in your own life. Don't let this happen to you. Be the one to make the tower happen. Does a tower have to fall? Some of you might be moving. Some of you might suddenly realize that you are a powerful manifester. Some of you will be very calculated and make a major change. Just remember that you're the one in control. And when the tower comes, it was probably necessary, and it gives you the time to tear everything down and rebuild with better materials in a better place. Because this tower was built on a mountain with the wrong materials, too high, and where it was built was prone to lightning strikes. What did they think was going to happen? So I think that you know something major has to shift so that you can go build a new tower in a new place. And they want you to believe that you can do it. I think that you will feel spiritually tested as well, because your actions for July are the 9 and the 3 of Wands. Well, I like that you're moving to the 3 because this is a more progressive energy. You will feel challenged. You will feel like your boundaries are tested. Or someone around you. You could be looking at someone who's walled off against you, or vice versa. But if this is you, Gemini, you feel like it takes you a lot of spiritual strength to move through July. You can do it. Take a knee when you need to. Make your boundaries clear to other people, because you have the future to think about. You have a future to think about. You are examining the full growth potential of life and what will happen when your ships will come in. You could be at a distance from a goal, and you've thought about a change and a transformation long enough. You've seen the light. You're tired of being hung upside down. And now it's time to blow something apart and take a risk. That's how you see yourself. Now, the Knight of Swords can be difficult, unless, of course, you're 21, and then the Knight of Swords feels kind of normal. The Knight of Swords goes charging into life. Carpe diem, catch me if you can. You might feel like you do have to take a risk. You might feel like you're out of your depth or you're out of your league, but it's not going to stop you. You're going to go for it. You see yourself as very ambitious in July. You see yourself as very driven. But based on the other cards, it's like, I think you know that you have to get out of a stuck energy and make a major change like the Tower wants you to do, and go for it. The thing about being the Knight of Swords is that the General puts him at the front of the lines because he knows two things about him. He's inspiring and he's also expendable. Don't be afraid to go charging in at life. I think you might be a little worried that you're going to take a bullet based on the rabbit in reverse and the mouse, but it's necessary, I think, to get unstuck in some way and move through an anxiety. And I think that you're going to do it. Hidden factors that you're not aware of, or you may or may not be aware of, is the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So this could be your response to the environment, which is, what you don't know is in July, you will have a lacking money mindset, and you might be worried that you won't make ends meet. Don't be afraid to ask for help where it's necessary. You will need to take a conservative approach financially. Conversely, there may be a person in the environment or something in the environment that cannot contribute towards what you want to work towards because they don't have enough to give. There could be someone around you that's holding back and holding on to funds. They may have a lacking mindset. You may have a lacking mindset. A conservative approach may need to be taken, and that's what you need to know at this time. The way you're going to be feeling is Justice and the Five of Wands, Libra coming out here. So we have Capricorn, Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces, Leo, Aries. If you have any of those placements in your natal chart, check them. They will give you clues as to how July is going to go and what you can do to capitalize on your strengths. But looks like you feel like you have to deliver or deal with some justice. Justice is about the truth. Telling yourself the truth, telling someone else the truth. This could have to do with a contract of some kind, a relationship, or in the 3D, such as a lease, a will, a negotiation, something going down in the court of law. This can be difficult to deal with. When justice comes, we have to say to ourselves and anyone else than the environment, look, you can't expect things to be any different than they are right now based on the choices that you've made up until now. And this may create some tension. You may feel conflict with someone else in the environment, or they with you, or just inner conflict. This will bring you to a moment of fairness and honesty. It can be difficult, and you may be guarding yourself against it. But you're going to persevere, because with this Knight of Swords is the Five of Swords. That's what you're ending on. You're going to win. You're going to be the winner here. I can see that you're anxious about something. I can see that you're anxious about what it is that you know you need to do in July. But you are going to be the winner, especially if you're the one, building the bomb and placing it. It looks like you guys have to kind of blow something apart and make a major shift in order to release yourself from something that's been long overdue. You've finally seen the light. You finally see the answer. It's going to be difficult for you and it's going to stress you out, but you will win. Yes, the fives are about conflict and loss, but change too. Always change with the five. When the Five of Swords comes out, though, ask yourself, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And if you can satisfy both, who else will get hurt in the long run? And is this really what you have to do? It might be what you have to do. It might not be something that you want to do, but I think that you will be the winner, because it looks like, based on the tarot, that everything you're going through, just have faith that you're doing the right thing. And realize that everything that's happening within you is happening around you, and vice versa. What you're doing will bring you spiritual growth. Use your voice right now. Think about another way you could be looking at something. It's definitely time to heal your heart. It is time to transform. You do need better boundaries, and you might have to fight through that with another person, or they with you. This could be a bit of a battle. So prepare yourself for it, and it may involve money, but a new door is opening for you. A psychic gateway is opened. When astrology opens that door, you have to walk through it with confidence and speak, because by the end of July, you're going to get some praise and attention and get into a more magical energy that you deserve. It's just going to be stressful moving through it. I believe that you can be the single catalyst for change in your life, Gemini, and I really hope that this reading helps you do it. All right, Gem, that's your July forecast. I hope it resonates, and if it does, I hope it helps you. You can always book a private reading with me if you would like to work with me personally. The link to my website is down in the description below this video. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Gemini. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.